And now, live from the Coca-Cola Southwest Beverages Porch.
Good morning, everybody. This morning, I am with two newlyweds who tested out those in sickness and health for better for worse vows earlier on in their marriage than they anticipated. We have Christina, Layden, and Chance Sistrunk with us this morning. They said "I do" in November, and then while on their honeymoon, were in a near fatal crash. But they're here this morning doing much better. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
So first off, Christina, you're still in a brace. So tell us how you are doing in your recovery.
I'm doing a lot better. I'm going to physical therapy 3 times a week and just working really hard to get back to normal.
So you had a beautiful wedding in Oklahoma in November. Then you headed off on a really cool honeymoon. You went hiking in Utah and California, saw some national parks. Everything was going great. And then you headed to the airport to go home.
Yes, I'll let Chance talk.
Yeah, then we headed to the airport to head home, and on the way there on the highway, head-on collision, bam, out of nowhere.
So you were wearing your seatbelts, and you say that saved your life.
Yeah, thankfully, seatbelts saved us for sure that day.
Talk about what you remember from the crash and thereafter.
It just happened so fast. It all came out of nowhere, and thereafter we were quickly taken to the hospital. Thankfully, they got us there and separated in the emergency room, and then Christina into surgery, and myself and in a separate room, and then just updates all day until we could see each other that night.
Christina, your injuries were more severe. You had a broken femur, internal bleeding, spinal compression fracture. Because of that and your continued recovery, in your first months of marriage, you guys have actually been living apart.
Yes.
Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so I have been living with my parents while he works. So we live 2.5 hours away from each other. So Chance has been driving every weekend to come and see me just whenever he can to help my parents with that. So
Chance is a tennis coach in Stillwater, and Christina lives in McAllister temporarily until about April. You're thinking you'll get to be back home together, right?
Yeah, that's the plan.
So I understand you guys wrote each other a special little message for Valentine's Day.
We did.
Do you want to read that?
Sure. I'll go first.
First?
Yeah.
It is Valentine's Day. You're first as a married couple.
Yes. Okay. So, Chance, you do so much for others and really make a difference in people's lives. I wouldn't have gotten through any of this without you. You have had to be my strength so many times. Like, you're such an amazing person.
Well, that's sweet.
I know.
Christina, you're stronger than anyone I know, and you will absolutely come out of everything when the time comes, one day at a time. I'm overwhelmed with gratitude for you, and I love you now more than I ever have, and somehow I'll love you more tomorrow.
It was so sweet.
Well, and I'm sure that this situation has really made you stronger as a couple, stronger than you could have ever imagined as you headed off on that honeymoon, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, so it is your first Valentine's Day as a married couple. So News on 6. We know it's been a rough road. We want to give you a little date night gift basket. So there's tickets to an Oilers game and an event at the PAC, and then dinner tickets as well, and some News on 6 koozies that way if you want to have a drink or something like that to keep it cold.
Thank you so much.
Happy Valentine's Day to you both, and we'll be praying for a continued recovery for you and Chance. Hopefully you're back together soon in the same place.
Thank you so much.
All right, you guys. So we're going to send it back up to Leanne, Dave, and Alan in the studio.
Great.
So good,
That's
Tess.
awesome. And all the best of them in their continued recovery. And just the sooner that they're back together and in the same place would be the better.
Yeah.